Hi, Katie. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Tara. How are you?
I'm doing fine. First question is really, how are you doing? What an intense, crazy time. And I know this project was supposed to be in theaters in April. And obviously, given what we've been through, I can't think of a better time for a film like this. But how have you been holding up?
I'm good. I'm healthy and grateful for that. And you know, um, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm very happy that we are releasing this movie right now. I feel like Andy Tennant, who's our director, he did such a wonderful job um, making this film, and all of from Sweet Home Alabama to Hitch. He makes movies that make you feel good. And
Yeah.
when we were making the movie, we had a great time. Um, and I feel really proud to be a part of it. And I'm happy that a movie where the whole family can watch together, we're putting it out there. And I do, we do need to keep each other going. We need to keep hope alive and keep
Yeah.
that happening because it has been a quite a year.
I'll get to Andy in just a second. When we first see your character in the movie, you're handling this big fish. And I was so pleased to see Katie Holmes surrounded by crab and a large fish. How much did you know about handling fish?
I grew up fishing,
Okay.
so I'm and yeah, so I was pretty comfortable. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and bringing back Andy, and you mentioned Sweet Home Alabama. I feel like the other moral of this movie is don't we all need a little Josh Lucas in our lives?
Well, I feel like that was a great part of the narrative version of the book. They managed to create a love story, and I feel like it's a beautiful love story because you have this character Miranda, who I play, who is really struggling at the beginning of the movie, and she's just lost that hope and she's lost that belief. And Josh Lucas's character Bray really, like, he inspires her, and he's a friend, and it's a slow um, love story that's building,
Yeah.
and I think it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Well, and he inspires the kids. I could so relate. I feel horrible saying this, but in the movie, your character has three kids, including a teenage daughter who towards the beginning of the film is yelling at you in the car, calling you the worst driver in the world. And I've done that to my mom, and I feel so horrible. Tell me your teenage daughter has not gone there yet.
No, but I
Yeah.
I think that also what I appreciate about this film is that there's so many characters that people can relate to. So you can watch it with your family, and teenage girls can relate to her, and there's a character for everybody, I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're all justified in their attitudes and their
Yeah.
their wishes, and you're really seeing these family dynamics play out, and the power of when you start to believe in life again and in hope again, how that really changes everyone for the
Well,
better.
you kind of led me right into my last question. I love the whole concept. Well, there are so many things about The Secret I personally love, but I love the idea that if you have to know what you want so that you can ask for it. If you don't know what you want, how can you ask for it? As you've gone through these past couple months with what we're all dealing with, what is something that you want right now? Are there things that you want now that have changed because of what we've been going through?
um Well, I think that it's been a wonderful, like, there's been a silver lining in everything that has occurred, and I've really enjoyed, spending more time with family, and taking time to, really, even though it's FaceTime, really communicate and take time with friends, and just take a breath, and
Yeah.
just be calm and be also really you know, grateful for, our medical workers. And I mean, it's been quite a year, and we've seen so many heroes.
Well, thank you for this film during this time, and stay safe. It's
Sure.
so good to talk to you,
You
hopefully in
too.
person. How are you, first of all? How are you navigating this crazy time?
Well, like you, I'm up on a little island off in Seattle, actually called Vashon Island. I don't know if you know it, but
Of course, yeah.
a very beautiful part of the Pacific Northwest where you are as well. So we are very lucky to be here. We have a very tiny little bubble that we're trying to, keep contained and go out on the boat and have sort of somewhat of a normal summer. I tell you, it's nobody can overstate the challenge right now, right? I mean, that's all there is to it.
Well, I have to tell you, watching this movie, to be honest with you, and I know that this was originally intended for theaters, what perfect timing when we're all trying to figure out what the heck are we going to do. We're nervous. People are one paycheck away from losing a lot. And this, I don't think this could come at a better time.
No, look, I agree. We made the movie without knowing any of this was going to go down, but still knowing that the world is in a chaotic place, right? And that's before where we are at now. And I deeply believe the power of positive thinking and the fight that we have to go through to maintain that every day, particularly now more than ever. And the reward of it, I mean, the reward of it being internal and sometimes very quiet and very minute, but like, it's so easy to get swamped by the darkness and negativity right now. And in fact, not only is it easy, it's totally understandable and normal,
Right.
So I think,
Totally.
the movie, I think very clearly is a feel-good movie that it offers a very clear idea of what Rhonda Byrne's sort of take on The Secret is, and how we attract what we think. And I definitely believe, the work that you have to do to stay positive is highly, highly beneficial, to say the least.
Well, and honestly, being outdoors, I think, helps a lot, staying positive. What else is your secret? Get it, Josh, to staying positive?
I probably, like everybody, battle with the whole same issues of paying attention to too much news, spending too much time on screen time, all those different things. But my secret is, like you say, nature is a huge one, and it's turning a lot of it off and saying, like, go out in nature, take a walk, do the breathe, do the things that we have to do on a daily basis as human beings now to not get sort of sucked in. And all of it's like how do I put it? It's like a recipe that I have on a daily basis, and part of it is being a part of a movie like this where you are trying to do something good, or you're trying to put something good out into the world, put it that way. Positive.
Well, I know they're about to wrap me, but I also feel like the other moral of the movie is we all need a little Josh Lucas in our lives to kind of show up at just the right time. Would you agree?
I don't know about that. Maybe a little bit of the character Bray is a really lovely character. I like him a lot because he's also really quite humble. He's been through a lot, and he still very clearly decides that no matter how hard life is, it's worth looking at the good, no matter how bad the bad is, understanding that from the bad can lead to good. And I really respect that element of the character, and I really have tried in my life to be that way. But I tell you, I can't overstate that it's so easy for anybody to get lost in the other right now. But
Totally.
the work is worth it. So,
well, I think you should be required to have a truck and a tool belt in every film you do, because I don't know if it's just an Andy Tennant thing or not. Hey, I can't thank you enough for your time. If you feel like surfing it all on some waves, come to Hood River. That's where we are.
Cool, awesome.
Can I ask where you are? Where are you camping?
Yeah, I'm at the southern tip of Yosemite.
Love it.
My family and I rented an RV. I've never driven an RV. It was an experience. We fought nonstop the entire drive up. My wife was screaming at me. I got to say, I have a lot of respect, not only for RV drivers, for anyone who drives anything with more than four wheels. It is really frightening, but we made it up. And I rented a boat for my kids to go out on the lake today. And I said, I'm going to do press for The Secret Dare to Dream.
I love it. When we meet in person, I'm going to introduce you to something called the Sprinter van, which is now what we use, because I can't drive the RV, but I can drive the Sprinter. And that's a whole other conversation.
Sure. I wish I had rented the van with my family. The RV was too much. It's too much. And it's so funny. It's a foot RV, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's nothing." And I have to say, it is. I feel like I'm driving like a double. Like I feel like I'm driving one. I feel like I'm an ice road like trucker. Like it's crazy.
Well, it sounds honestly like you're hanging with the wrong people. So far, you've been steered wrong twice. So we need to fix that.
But you know what? I used the laws of attraction, and through everything I learned, I'm working on the Secret Dare to Dream movie, and I was able to back my RV into a perfect spot.
Well, let's see if the secret holds true for the rest of your trip. Is it true that you secreted getting the role? I read that you heard about the role and kind of put it out there.
It's so funny. I was working on a TV show, and an actor who I was working with said to me, I was complaining a lot about my job, and he went, "Hey, I'm going to give you something." And he gave me The Secret, and I read it, and it really helped me through a difficult time. And then when I heard they were making a scripted version, I was like, I gotta be a part. I put it out there. Laws of attraction, man.
Have you always believed in that, though? I have.
It's a great book. It really, listen, for those who don't know, it's a quick internet search. I married a woman named Rebecca Romaine, beautiful model, actress, way out of my league. And I don't want to make our relationship weird because we've been married for a little bit now, but I did carry a picture of her in my wallet for over a decade. And now look at us. We're married and fighting on RV trips.
Well, you know what? I've carried a picture of Jimmy Kimmel around for quite some time and nothing. I haven't met the guy. I've never interviewed him. So I need to, and I've been married for many years, so I can't
You never
complain.
know. You never know. You never know.
I've got twin sisters. You've got twin girls. How hard has it been for you to kind of steer them in the right direction during all of this and help them kind of use some of the messages of The Secret?
I do have to say, we're always looking for something to do. Everyone should rent The Secret Dare to Dream. It's out on VOD. You can get it on Friday. But you know what really helped is our RV trip. I'm going to show you a shot of our RV here. All
right, let me see this.
That's what I drove. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh,
set up
my
a little
gosh.
table. Look at this.
Jerry, head a little north and come to Oregon.
Wake up. This is it, though. This is the puppy that I drove. Not too shabby, huh?
I am so impressed. Seriously, that's impressive.
Let me go back over here. I'm very worried about my Wi-Fi signal.
Right.
Because my neighbors that I'm stealing it from, I want to make sure they're right over there.
I know they've wrapped me. Do they know that they're camping right next to famous actor Jerry O'Connell and his gorgeous model wife, Rebecca Romaine?
I don't know. I haven't showered in about a week, so I don't know how gorgeous I'm looking right now.
Well, what a trooper for you to do this. I love the fact that you attempted this with crappy Wi-Fi. I know. I wish we had more time.